Compassion. Excellent. This word compassion just refers to a deep sympathy and concern for the suffering or misfortune of others. You care about their well-being. You want to help them. For example, I remember prior to going to Korea, I developed this strong sense of compassion for homeless people. I wanted to help them. I wanted to give back. So even when I was in Korea, I actually set up a program where once a month, the foreign missionaries would come together and hand out food. I was showing compassion for the homeless because I really understood how challenging their situations were. Compassion. Here's sentence number 1. The nurse's compassion and care provided comfort to the patients. Make sense?
Grand rising, grand afternoon, and grand evening. Depending on what time of day that you are watching Daily Dose of D. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful, fun weekend. Got to go outside in nature and go outside and see crazy people and all that. I hope everyone had a beautiful weekend. I know I did. What I'm gonna say first. What was I gonna say first? There's something I was gonna say. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I had a wonderful weekend because my team won, y'all. I hope y'all football team, all my football lovers in the house, they team won. If you're a fan of football, I hope your team won because it's a good feeling. So today is Monday, Motivated Monday, and our quote of the day is: "Be true about your compassion for others. It will be worth it." By Goddess D of Love. So, if you haven't noticed, today the word of the day is compassion. Compassion literally means to suffer together among, among emotion researchers. It is defined as the feeling that arises when you are confronted with another suffering and feel motivated to relieve that suffering. We're going to talk about compassion today, y'all. But before we talk about compassion, I want to talk about what compassion is versus empathy. Because a lot of people tend to get that confused. I know once I did my research and took a deep dive into this, I was like, there is a difference between compassion and empathy. Because people often relate them, they're relatable, but they are not the same. My word of the day is compassion, but I wanted to go ahead and give the breakdown of how um, compassion is versus empathy. So, while both involve responding to other people's emotions, the difference in focus is empathy is characterized by an awareness of other people's emotional experience and attempt to feel those same emotions from their perspective. Compassion is characterized by the desire to take action to help the other person. So, the short version of compassion versus empathy: empathy is when you're trying to feel the emotion of the person, compassion is taking the action to help the person. So we're going to talk about compassion today. That's what we're focusing on. But I just wanted to give a definition, a breakdown of the two comparisons. Okay. So let's go ahead and go into our discussion. The title today is The Power of Compassion. Compassion is a profound and universal human quality that binds individuals together, transcending cultural, social, and geographical boundaries. At its core, compassion is the ability to empathize with others and to act in ways that alleviate their suffering. It's just not an emotion, but a call of action, a force that drives positive change in individuals, communities, and the world. So, once again, it gave the definition of what compassion is. It's the action, the call of action. It's not just the emotion, it's the call of action. So, let's get some understanding of compassion. Let's get some understanding, okay? So, compassion begins with empathy, the capacity to understand and share the feelings of others. Unlike sympathy, which is a passive expression of sorrow, comp- compassion compels individuals to step into the shoes of another and actively work to improve their situation. It is deeply rooted in the recognition of our shared humanity and the acknowledgement that everyone experiences pain, joy, struggles, and triumph. Okay, so once again, it gives the understanding of compassion, which I'm going to emphasize again. It begins with empathy. So it begins with emotion of feeling a person, but it's actual taking the steps or having that shared um, thing, struggle or joy or pain or experience with that person. So, what is the importance of compassion in society? How important is it to society today? Don't ask me that. Okay, I'm going to read this. In a world often marked by division and indifference, compassion serves as a bridge. It fosters connection, understanding, and cooperation. Compassionate individuals are more likely to engage in acts of kindness, charity, and service. On a society level, this can lead to reduced inequal, inequal, inequality, inequality, y'all, improve mental health, and strong community bonds. For example, initiatives driven by compassion, such as disaster relief effects, food banks, and mental health support programs, address immediate human needs when fostering a culture of care and support. Compassionate leaders, too, play a crucial role in creating inclusive policy and promoting peace. So, the importance of compassion in society today is to help us get an understanding. Like they said, um, when there is a natural disaster that we have, they set up different food banks. They set up support to help people get water and so forth, and also mental health group support. That is a form of compassion. How we use it in society today is by using these skills. It helps to stronger the community. If you have compassion and you're out there really feeling and helping with the people that are suffering, that's how it can impact society. It'll put a good impact on society if more people are compassionate because they not only are feeling the emotion, having empathy, but you're actually helping to make it better. Having compassion is going to drive you to help in today's world. So you're going to be a more compassionate person and willing to help. So let's go into what what's the personal benefits of compassion, D? What's the personal benefits? Well, the personal benefits of compassion is it's beneficial to the giver as it also is to the receiver. Studies in psychology and neuroscience have shown that acts of compassion activate the brain's reward system, leading to feelings of happiness and fulfillment. Practicing compassion reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and enhances emotional resilience. It also builds strong relationships as an act of care and understanding, which is going to create trust and mutual respect. So the benefits of compassion on a science level, a psychological level, it says it activates the brain to be more happy and fulfilling. So practicing these things, it says it's going to reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and have emotional resilience. Having compassion for people and being willing to help. Don't you feel good when you can help someone out? Does that make you feel good? Having compassion. Does that help build a stronger relationship in all the ships that we have if we have compassion and we're helping? Not only saying, oh, I feel your pain, but actually saying, hey, what action can I help to, to help you with your pain or to help you through your struggle? It's going to help you build these relationships and create trust and mutual respect. So we all know there's going to be challenges in compassion. What are the challenges? So, despite the profound benefits, compassion is not always easy to practice. Modern day life, with its fast pace and distraction, often leaves little room for reflection and connection. Additionally, fear, prejudice, and self interest can create barriers of compassionate action. Overcoming these challenges require intentional effort, self awareness, and courage. So, what are some of the challenges that you have when you're trying to practice compassion? Especially it's hard today in this world because there's so many people that are distracted and it's so fast. Everything's so fast. We got to move fast. We got to do this. It's funny because the younger generation really moves fast. This next generation, boy, I'd be like, slow down, slow down. That's the song that came to my mind. Okay. But they move so fast and it leaves no time to do anything else. They be moving so fast and they be like, did you do this? Oh, I forgot. Well, yeah, because you need to slow down. The same with compassion. When this fast paced world, if we don't slow down, we could get easily distracted and we don't reflect on having a connection with anyone because we're just moving and moving and moving. And then you're moving so fast, you don't even have compassion for yourself. How about that? So, those are some challenges that you're going to face, along with fear, prejudice, and self interest. Y'all hear me? Self interest. These can create challenges and barriers to have compassionate action. So, you know how I do it over here at the Love Palace. I break everything down and show the challenges, but we're going to always give you some tools or offer some tools to you on how to cultivate compassion, 12 practical steps to develop and sustain compassion. Okay? Because you know at the Love Palace I gotta offer you some tools and things that I've been doing. Well, what is number one, D? Number one is gonna be, of course, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being present and fully aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. By cultivating mindfulness, you become more attuned to your own emotions and better equipped to recognize the struggles of others. Practices like my favorite, meditation, and also deep breathing and journaling can help enhance self awareness and empathy, the foundation of compassion. So practice mindfulness. Be aware of what's the point is said. Not everybody else's thoughts, not what everybody else is thinking. Be fully aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. So you can be more in tune to your emotion. Get in tune with yourself. Get to know yourself. Better equip yourself so then that you can recognize other people's struggle. This is how you practice mindfulness. And then, I like the meditation, the deep breathing, the journaling. Um, some people pray. Some people go out and run. Some people go in nature. Practice mindfulness. Being in tune with who? Yourself. So let's go on to number 2. Develop emotional awareness. Understanding and processing your emotions can help you relate to others more authentically. When you're in touch with your feelings, you are less likely to project your frustration onto others and more likely to respond to their needs with care and understanding. Excuse me, y'all. Yes, develop emotional awareness. So you're going to understand and process whose emotions, not your girlfriends, not your boyfriends, not your significant other, not your kids. Process and understand your emotions so you can relate to others with your own feelings. When you're in touch with your feelings, man, when you're in touch with yourself and know yourself, you're going to project it out to others. So if you are frustrated within yourself and you don't love yourself, you're going to do the same thing to others. So be aware of your emotional awareness. And as we did the first step, foster the steps to help yourself be more compassionate. Don't project your frustrations onto other people. Because if you do, they're most likely going to respond the same way, right? So if you have kindness and compassion and love for yourself, it's going to show in others. And that's going to help you be emotionally aware of your compassion. And what is number 3, D? Listen actively. Uh-oh, here we go. It's always about listening. Them 2 ears and 1 mouth. You know how it goes. Compassion starts with truly hearing what others have to say. Active listening means focusing on the speaker without interrupting or thinking about your response. By validating their feelings and showing genuine interest, you demonstrate empathy and build trust. We talk about this so much over here at the Love Palace, especially at Daily Dose of D. This is listen actively. Don't listen to respond, but listen so that you can get understanding. Like I said last week, us women, we tend to do that with the man. I already know what you're going to say, and we ain't even let the man finish his sentence. You know what I'm saying? We're ready to respond. But if you're actively listening means speaking without interrupting. Come on now, let's talk about that. Let's not interrupt. Because if you're interrupting, that means you're trying to respond, right? And you want to validate the other person's feelings, showing that you have interest in them. And this is going to help you build empathy and trust, which is part of compassion. Let's go on to number 4, y'all. Number 4 is engage in acts of kindness. Small, thoughtful actions can have a big impact, whether it's offering a kind word, helping a neighbor, or volunteering for a cause. These acts train your brain to think of others' well being. Over time, such habits reinforce a compassionate mindset. Do small things of kindness. I know I like to do. And I know a lot of people I know as well acts of kindness where we go to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts and you pay for the person's order behind you. And I noticed that once one person starts doing that, it sort of it trickles down and trickles down. I even talked to the people at Starbucks and they told me that there's like once one person starts to just keep going and going and going, that's a small act of kindness. And I have appreciated when somebody has paid for my my Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know if y'all do, but I appreciate that's a big impact for me. That makes a big impact. Or even offering kind words. I hope you're doing well today. Have a pleasant day. Just even saying grand rising to those that say grand rising, good morning, or hello. People in this world tend not to even just the kindest word, even the kind word of thank you. It's hard to get thank you nowadays. So these acts of kindness can really help reinforce a compassionate mindset. So keep that in mind. Let's go to number 5. Embrace gratitude. Practicing gratitude, excuse me, shifts your focus to positive aspects of life and the kindness you receive from others. This perspective makes it easier to extend the same kindness outward. Try keeping a gratitude journal or reflecting on what you appreciate each day. Embrace gratitude. Practice gratitude. I know me personally, let me tell y'all what I do. You know, you're learning about me right now. I wake up, I open my eyes, and I thank the divine, the universe, and the ancestors for waking me up. Real talk. I'm up another day. And I say I'm grateful to be up another day. And then I go on to say what I'm grateful for, that I have a roof over my house, food to eat, people that love me, the family that I have. That's how I practice gratitude. So focus your aspect of life in a positive way, positive aspects of life. And then the kindness you'll start receiving from others will be great. So also thank others. Show gratitude. Like I said, so many people don't say thank you. This world we in is so rude. So when I get a thank you, I say thank you back. I love how we went to one of our sports bar yesterday, and every time somebody walks in, they say hi or good morning or hello or whatever. Welcome to Seven. Like they welcome you in. And like I said, I like that when I go shopping. That made me go spend some more money. I'm like, ooh, they said talk to me and said welcome and thank you and so forth. Practice gratitude, and then they even thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. That makes you want to come back, right? So practice those forms of gratitude. Okay, let's go to number 6 because I'm just talking today, y'all. I'm talking today. It's all good though. Excuse me. Number 6 is reflect on shared humanity. Let me get some water. All right. Recognizing that everyone experiences pain, joy, feel, fear, and love can foster a sense of unity. When faced with someone suffering or anger, remind yourself that they, like you, are navigating life's challenges. This perspective can dissolve feelings of judgment and replace them with understanding. Come on, somebody, let's talk about it. I felt this one, y'all. We need to recognize that everyone experiences pain, joy, fear, and love, and a sense of unity. And we also need to recognize that when someone's suffering from anger and hurt and pain, remind yourself, D, because that's what I'm talking to me, that they're navigating through life's challenges just like you. I think we have a tendency in humanity to forget that everybody is going through something. Sometimes you can get a excuse me, a little selfish and be like, I'm going through this and I'm going they need to know I'm going through this. And what I personally had to do is take a step back. Everybody's going through something. Everybody. When I tell you everybody from little kids to adults to the elderly is going through something. So remember that. That's going to help you have a different perspective and compassion for people and not have feelings of judgment. And you're going to replace those feelings of judgment with understanding. Let me say that again. You're going to get rid of those feelings of judgment and replace them with understanding. We see so much in today's world in humanity, social media, this red app, where there's so many things of judgment. I mean, I'm just saying, I'll be listening and tapping it. I'll be in the cloud car, y'all. I'll be in the cloud car. I'll be driving, but I'll be listening and I'm like, what who cares what this person is doing and who they did and what they did and how they did it and how they said it? It's so much judgment. Just let people be who they are. We judge so much on social media and in life. I ask, please remember they got challenges and things going on too. Can we stop and dissolve those feelings of judgment and replace them with understanding? That's all I'm going to say, y'all. So reflect on shared humanity. Let's go on to number 7. Number 7 is learn from role models. Okay. Look to individuals who exemplify compassion, whether it's a historical figure or people in your everyday life who consistently show kindness. Reflect on their action and consider how you can embody similar values. This is great. Look for role models. Look for people that show compassion. They exemplify it. They as an example of compassion. And reflect on how they actions are and consider how you can have similar values just like them. So whoever that is in your life, a parent, a counselor, a friend, anybody that you listen to on social media that displays these qualities, look for these role models. Even historical figures, you might go into history. You might have to consult your ancestors. I'm just saying. I don't know. Those that know, they know. I'm just saying. Reflect on their actions and consider how you can embody similar values. Learn from role models. Okay. Let's go to number 8. Challenges and prejudice. Compassion requires seeking beyond stereotypes. Excuse me, not seeking. Compassion requires seeing, probably seeking too, but anyway. Compassion requires seeing beyond stereotypes and biases. Okay, so seek out diverse perspectives through books, conversations, and experiences. By broadening your world view, you can overcome prejudice and connection with others on a deeper level. Okay, y'all, I know it's hard right now. I know it's hard for I know it's hard for some people right now, especially what just happened. A lot of people's wrapped up in what happened this month, you know, but it's an experience, y'all. So still seek out diverse perspectives. May it be through books and conversations. I know me, I've learned to just listen to other people. I might not agree with everything they say, especially what's going on in the world right now with this election. I don't really get too wrapped up into that because I have my own thoughts. But I do listen to their perspective. I do listen to the conversation, and it helps me broaden my view. Okay, I could catch points. What you could catch from it, catch from it. What applies to you applies to you. This is helping me to overcome certain prejudice and to connect with others on a deeper level. Okay, just because we don't agree on this, I get your perspective, but that don't mean I'm gonna stop being around you. I'm gonna be prejudiced against you. Now, that's just me. I know, I'm a work in progress as well. So y'all do as you may with the challenge of prejudice. And I'm gonna go on into the next step. Number 9, self compassion. What about self compassion? Compassion begins with how you treat yourself. Let me clear my throat again. Compassion begins with how you treat yourself. Acknowledge your own struggles without harsh self criticism and take steps to take care of your mental and physical well being. By practicing self compassion, you can build the emotional capacity to extend to others. Self compassion. How you treat yourself, I say this all the time, is how you going to treat others. Take steps to to look at yourself. And it says without harsh self criticism, so that you're taking care of your mental health and your physical well being. Self compassion. By practicing this, you can build emotional capacity to extend to others. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Because why would you? Because you don't love yourself. I'm just saying it's simple like that to me. I don't know. I get it. I mean I don't get it when people are like that, but you speak negative to yourself, you're gonna speak negative to people. Point blank period. Self compassion. Develop that for yourself. It begins how you treat yourself. So start with self compassion. Let's go on. Let's go on. Let's go on to number 10. Oh, of course. You're gonna have to practice forgiveness. Especially if you're doing self compassion. Holding onto resentment and anger can block compassion. Forgiving others and yourself does not mean condoning hurtful behavior, but rather letting go of negative emotions that weigh you down. Hold on. Let me rewind that. Forgiving others and yourself does not mean condoning hurtful behavior, but rather letting go of negative emotions that weigh you down. Forgiveness creates space for understanding and healing. Forgiveness is for you. When you learn forgiveness is for yourself, then you can forgive others. Now, like it stated, we're not condoning hurtful behavior. We're not saying it's okay that you can condone certain behaviors and that you allow it because you're a forgiving person. No, what I'm saying in here is you let go of the negative emotion, the way that it made you feel. That's how you practice forgiveness with that. When somebody's behavior is hurting you, you let go of the emotion, the feeling that's weighing you down. That don't mean that you're condoning it, but you're getting rid of that. I don't want to feel that. I don't you're making me feel it's a negative emotion. I'm out of here. I'm forgiving you, but I'm getting rid of that thought. This forgiveness can create a space for understanding and healing. I'm telling you from personal experience. I learned how to forgive. You know who I learned how to forgive? Myself. I did childhood work. I went back and healed my inner child in order to become the adult that I am now. And I still forgive myself every day. Dang, D, I'm sorry I did that to you. You know you ain't supposed to be eating that. Forgive myself, making my body hurt. There's certain foods that I'm not supposed to eat due to my illness, and sometimes I just want them, and I be like, "Ooh, D, you know you ain't right." But anyway, just remember, it doesn't mean condoning the hurtful behavior. It means letting go of the negative emotion that weighs you down. So once you forgive, it's going to create a space for understanding and healing. Okay, we're going to go to number 11. We're almost done. We almost done, y'all. Visualize compassion. Visualization exercises such as imagining someone in pain and sending them thoughts of love and healing can strengthen your capacity for compassion. Guided meditation, like loving kindness meditation, that's a true thing, are particularly effective for this. Visualize your compassion. Visualize imagining someone in pain, and then you're sending your love and healing to them to help them heal and feel better so they're not suffering anymore. That's going to strengthen your capacity for compassion. And yes, this guided meditation, I have done this one before. There's loving kindness meditation on this red app. You can look it up under loving kindness meditation. Excuse me. This is very effective as well. But visualize your compassion. Oh, sis, I'm visualizing your pain and your suffering, and I'm sending you these healing energies and good vibes. Oh, yes. I'll say that in a minute. I don't like nobody to be in no kind of pain, physical, spiritually, emotionally, or financially. Okay? So if I could imagine that pain with you, I'm going to send those love and healing thoughts. So just keep that in mind. Visualize your compassion. And the last one, what's the last one? Number 12, take action. Well, of course, we're going to have to take action, okay? True compassion evolves not just understanding, but also acting to reduce suffering. Whether it's advocating for social justice, donating to charity, or simply offering a comforting presence, taking action helps translate empathy into meaningful change. So, true compassion means to take action, action to reduce suffering. So, like it says, if you're advocating for social justice, donating, even just being in someone's presence, sometimes you just don't even have the words to say. And I'm like that when it comes to when someone loses a loved one. Oh, man, I'll tell them. I don't know what to say, but I'll sit here with you if that's what you need me to do. And you know what? Sometimes that's all you need. I know sometimes that's all I needed. I needed somebody just sometimes to be on the phone with me or just be in my present when I was going through that. Because I know you might not uh have the words or know the words to say, but your present makes a difference. And that means you're taking action and feeling compassionate about it. It's developing compassion. Take action. These actions are going to help turn into empathy, and it's going to mean a meaningful change. Those are the 12 things that I have for you guys today. So, compassion is a transformative force that holds the potential to create a better world. By understanding, cultivating, and practicing compassion, we can break down barriers, heal wounds, and foster more connected society. As the Dalai Lama said, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. In embracing this timeless wisdom, we can all contribute to a brighter and more compassionate future. Yes, by cultivating and practicing compassion, you know what we can do? We can break down barriers. You can heal wounds and foster a more equitable and connected society. So have some compassion. But you know what? Have compassion for yourself first. You already know. It's all about self compassion. You get that self compassion, then you can give it to others. Yes, that is the word for today. Compassion. Y'all got it? Do y'all have compassion? Or what are you compassionate about? Don't forget about the quote of the day. Be true about your compassion for others, and it will be worth it by GODDESSDEEOFLUV. All right, as you know, my show is always sponsored by the network, More Than Media. Y'all go check them out. They was over there playing music today on the network channel. If y'all missed it, go and check it out. They was over there jamming with the music. Go check it out. And what do y'all have compassion for? I'm gonna show y'all what I have compassion for. Just give me a second. Yes, I have compassion about 19 days to my birthday. Hey, it's almost Sagittarius time. On the 21st, it will be Sagittarius in the building. It's going down. Sagittarius. Hey, Scorpios, I love y'all though. Don't get it twisted. I love everybody. 19-day countdown to the birthday. Sagittarius, I believe, is on the 21st. Let's get it. But before we leave, I got to leave you with a little bit of something, something. I always listen to different things on TikTok, so I'm going to share that with you. So let me go ahead and get that for you before we leave.
Part of learning to accept yourself is being compassionate. Compassion for self is super important. You don't have to excuse what somebody did. But when you seek to kind of understand what was going on, both for yourself, for other people, when you bring compassion to it, that's where you open the door to true power for yourself and where you take control and responsibility for what happens in your life moving forward. You get to decide what happens next. And when you start to change the way that you speak to yourself, again, your whole mindset's going to change. And that will be what empowers you to create a new relationship, if that's what you decide to do in the future. But what you're doing right now is you're actually working on the most important relationship on the planet. And that's the one you have with yourself.
Yes, have compassion for yourself. Okay? Have compassion for yourself today so that you can have it with others. That is the word of the day at Daily Dose of D, aka Goddess D of Love. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe because it is free 99, free 99. Instagram and TikTok as well. I hope everyone has a wonderful Monday evening. Okay, it's motivated Monday. Y'all make sure y'all have a motivated Monday. Okay. And once again, have compassion. So let me end this To those that I love compassionately and understand your suffering, know that God is still love loves you. And those that are working on their compassion, because they really don't feel like being bothered, they like, I don't want to have compassion. Go ahead and work on that compassion, because God is still love loves you too. You feel me? All right. Once again, guys, thank you for coming to Daily Dose of D, aka I'm Goddess D of Love. I will talk to you guys real soon. See you real soon and have a great, great rest of the day.